You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
What's up, Black and White sports fans? John Manfred here, and I am back with another video, guys. We're going to be talking about the Marxist MLB of China, folks. We've been telling you guys that MLB is pretty much composed of mostly conservative viewers here. And if they don't have the conservative viewers, they will fall off the cliff. And now, folks, we have the data to actually prove it, that fans overall, mainly Republicans we're talking about here, they reject politics in sports. Nobody enjoys watching politics in their sports. Nobody wants to see sports become political. And if it wasn't, for sports becoming political, man, this channel probably would not have the following that we do now. Because once the NBA bubble started and they got extremely political, they started embracing Marxism. That's when we grew, because we were actually out there talking about how crazy this is and that politics needs to stay out of sports. Apparently, the MLB did not get that message, because at the beginning of last year, they got a little woke. And then MLB, they kind of pushed way back, and you really didn't hear much from the MLB when it came to politics. But however, now that they removed the All-Star game out of Georgia because of Georgia's voting law, they have embraced far left-wing beliefs. And that has alienated Republicans. So that's what we're going to be talking about here in this video, folks. But first, make sure you guys go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up and become a member today. We have 2 membership plans, bronze and silver plan. And if you're on the silver plan, you actually get to be on a panel on private live streams with me and Rhodes, talking about whatever you want to talk about. We post pretty much private videos there, I would say around 5 times a week. And if you can't do that right now, you can give a one-time donation by clicking the donation tab or shopping for the merch. And if you use the discount code Gina Rotz, we're going to give you 15% off your purchase, folks. So let's continue on here talking about the Marxist MLB of China, folks. And the data is in the pudding, folks. MLB, along with the Marxist NBA of China and the NFL, have suffered for embracing politics, mainly far left politics, folks. So let's look at this article here from Outkick. It says MLB falls out of favor with Republicans at the moving All-Star game. Not a surprise. This is not a surprise whatsoever. We predicted this would happen. And it says Major League Baseball is the latest league to fall out of favor with Republicans after pulling the All-Star game and draft out of Atlanta in response to Georgia's new GOP-sponsored voting laws. Morning Consult's Alex Silverman reports that Republicans now have a less favorable view than Democrats of all 4 major U.S. sports leagues. Not a surprise. You can actually see it right here, folks. Democrats more likely than Republicans to hold favorable opinions of major U.S. sports leagues. So you see here, MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL. Now, what's interesting here about the MLB, you can see that 41% of Democrats have a favorable opinion of Major League Baseball. Not even half. That's I guess that's kind of shocking, because the MLB has went so woke, but yet only 41% of Democrats approve of MLB. Now, independents, 26%, and Republicans, a very, very low 12%. But check this out, guys. It says, the article states that MLB's net favorability among Republicans fell 35 percentage points from 47% in mid-March to 12 points at the end of last week. So MLB took a massive beating, man. And check this out. Look at the Marxist NBA of China, man. Among Republicans, -5. So that means basically no Republicans at all are watching the Marxist NBA of China. That's why their ratings have tanked so much, folks. But check this out here. Let's look at this graph right here, folks. This is MLB's net favorability among Republicans dropped sharply following the All-Star game move. Now, May of 2020, and the yellow here is MLB. You can see, man, it was pretty much over 50%. You know, it was. Then the NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell apologizes for not listening to players earlier on racism. And you can see that's when sports really took a bit decline, and MLB dropped mainly because of the NFL, and it dropped pretty bad, folks. It got as low as 20%, and then MLB kind of, they really took a bit step back, from the wokeness and everything. It looks like people kind of started rebounding. But however, check this out. April, MLB announces it's pulling its All-Star game and draft from Georgia. It fell to the lowest point yet. It fell off a cliff down to 12% have approved of MLB. And it's not going to recover, man. I mean, the NBA is completely dead here. You can see this, man. They completely fell off a cliff. They have been under zero pretty much, ever since June of last year. They have, because they have been so woke, so extremely woke, and that's the players' fault. Now, the MLB players, they haven't really been vocal about any of this. It's mainly, Rob Manfred and, the corporate part of MLB. The players really haven't said anything. At least I haven't heard anything that the players said. This is what happens, man, when you get woke. When you get woke, folks, you will go broke. You will absolutely go broke, folks. So this is not a surprise, man, that this is happening right now. And folks, I think that MLB, they can actually see this number drop even further, especially, if Rob Manfred and MLB do something else kind of crazy, because they have embraced China. They're in the same boat as the Marxist NBA of China. Now, the NFL sitting at 16% and NHL at 26%. And honestly, guys, I don't follow the NHL, so I really don't have much of an opinion on the NHL. I don't know what the players have been saying. I don't know what the league has been saying. I don't follow the NHL. Now, we'll have to see what happens, man. But do you guys think that MLB can rebound? I don't see that happening. I really, really do not see that happening, folks. You have alienated MLB, half of your fan base. You learned nothing from the Marxist NBA of China. And now you went from 47% approval among Republicans to 12%. I believe if they actually ask this question another 5 months from now, it'll probably be something like 5%. It actually may be in the negative, like the Marxist NBA of China. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this, black and white sports fans? MLB falling off a cliff, man. And Rhodes put up the ratings, man, for MLB games. It was not good. It was absolutely pathetic, to tell you the truth. But guys, make sure you go over to blackandwhitenetwork.com, sign up, become a member today. Thanks for all the support that we have gotten over there, man. We are growing day by day, man, as we continue our fight against Bit Tech, because News Channel, they demonetize that because they don't like our takes. And one day, they're probably going to come after this sports channel right here. So we really, really could use support on the website to fight against censorship and demonetization by Bit Tech. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.